guys, and welcome back to another video. Before we begin, make sure that you're subscribed and comment down below anything you'd like me to do in the future. This video is going to be all about Maui. So as you can see, Maui is a tank guardian and I currently have him at rank 6, 5 stars and Astral level 1. Maui works exceptionally well in the right conditions, so he's up there being one of the best tanks. He really works well with Jack Skeleton if you have him at 4 stars due to Skeleton's Signet ability. However, this video is just going to be about Maui individually. Now, moving on to his core ability, Thank You. Each time an enemy gains a buff, Maui gains a 10% defense buff. And this is why Jack Skeleton works well with Maui, because he puts a 0% attack buff on his enemies, which Maui can use to turn into defense buffs. I'll now show you a clip of Maui gaining this defense buff. So for this clip, I've brought in Maui as well as Hercules and Minnie into chapter 4 normal. So I've chosen this encounter specifically because there's a lot of minis, and because there are a lot of minis, there's going to be a lot of attack buffs, so I can show off this ability fairly easily. So I'm going to start off by hitting Minnie, and then once she starts gaining those attack buffs, as you can see, Maui is getting those defense buffs, and due to the high amount of attack buffs, Maui reaches 15 defense buffs fairly easily. And if you're wondering why Maui is at 15 defense buffs, because in his core ability it says there's only a max stack of 10, that's due to his Signet ability. I'll explain this later on in the video. Now, onto Maui's special ability, You're Welcome. Maui deals 400% damage and knocks back all enemies, which is great when countering specials. And it's a wide area, which means Maui is able to hit multiple enemies at once. Maui also grants 5% armor to his allies for each defense buff. So for example, in the clip I showed before, if I had used Maui's special, he would give 75% armor to his allies. The defense buffs are also removed after they are turned into armor. Now I'll show you a clip of this in action. So for this clip, I've brought in Maui, Hercules and Minnie into the same encounter, but this time the only difference is I'm actually going to be using my special ability. So I'm just gonna dodge around, making sure I don't hit anyone, to make sure that I have enough time to pop my special and not end the encounter too quickly. So as you can see, I'm getting those defense buffs from all the attack buffs, and once I reach 15, I'll use my special. And as you can see on Hercules and Minnie, there's 75% armor. Now, moving on to Maui's signature ability. It's very simple. He now has a chance to stun on his special abilities, and the core ability defense buffs now max out at 15 stacks, which you probably already saw in the previous clips. So getting Maui to 4 stars, which is when you unlock this ability, just means that he can give even more armor in one go, but that only applies if you are in an encounter where you can get above 10 defense buffs, as seen in the clips beforehand. With Maui, I currently use 2 of his advanced talents and his elite talent. However, the third advanced talent is still a great talent you could easily switch in. Gracious Gift just has a chance to give a defense buff to all allies, which allows them to take less damage. The Mighty Tamatoa just gives even more armor to all of Maui's allies. Now the third advanced talent is the one I don't actually use, but if you want those attack buffs, which are pretty good to be honest, I recommend switching it out with Gracious Gift. Now moving on to the elite talent, Fighting the Winged Beast, which in my opinion is the most important talent. This basically is how Maui gets his armor on himself, allowing him to tank even more damage so he can survive to give those huge bursts of armor to his allies. Now I'll be showing a few clips of these talents in action. So for this clip, I've brought in Herc in with Maui so we can trigger Minnie's attack buffs. And then you'll notice after every buff the Minnie receives and after every defense buff Maui will get, Maui's armor will just increase without having to use a special ability. We'll just wait for Minnie to get some attack buffs, and as you can see, Maui's armor will just start increasing without the need of a special ability. And this is all down to his elite talent, Fighting with Winged Beast.